Oh, okay. So I got woke up and God was like, "You don't understand. This is a battle. We are at war. You can't just have another lazy day Sunday." And then he reminded me where he had said, "I told you that we need to put on the whole armor of God." Again, I woke up from that spaceship dream and he said, "You don't understand." These are not my words. "You don't understand. This is a battle. We are at war. You can't just have another lazy day Sunday." And then he reminded me. Okay, guys, it is December 13th, 2024. It is 4:21 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Okay, and I'm just going to go ahead and get into it. I'm trying to make this video shorter, so we're just going to get started. Okay, so this is how it started. So yesterday evening, I was led to put on or make a beginning to end, like an alpha and omega, beginning to end video, okay, of birth and death, resurrection, okay, of Jesus. And I'm going to do that, but that's how it started. It started with a Christmas story type thing, okay? Then this morning at 1:34 a.m., I was laying there and I was trying to go to bed, and um, I kept hearing the first sentence you're about to hear. Okay, the word from the Lord He gave me. Okay, the first sentence you're about to hear, and I kept getting it in my spirit, and I knew that He wanted me to write. And He said it a couple of times to me, and then I grabbed my phone and I was like, okay, I'm gonna try and text it out to myself. Okay. As I was hearing this in the spirit and I was beginning to text it to myself, my daughter says to me, "Mom, did you say my name? Did you say Peyton?" And I was like, "No." And here I am. I'm still trying to listen to what God's saying. And she goes, "You didn't say Peyton?" And I was like, "Shh, I'm trying to listen. I'm trying to do this real quick. Hold on. I need to listen." And so she held off, like, okay. So she heard Peyton at the time I was getting this in my spirit to write this, okay? So 1:34 a.m. Here's what God said. Okay? The anointed one, the anointed one, it is he who speaks, the one who created the heavens and the earth, who told the moon where to lay its head and the sun when to rise. Come here, listen, draw close to the words of your Lord. Many will come in my name. They are not me. Who can control the winds but the hand that created it? Formed the thing that had no form. Cast the beast into the depths. You are mine. I have created you. I have longed for you as a son longs for its mother's care. Do you not see the wounds that are afflicted between us? Yet still I love with a fervent love. Call for me. Oh, how I long to hear your voice. I wait. I wait still for you to run to me, and so it shall be. And I will then gather you like a hen gathers her chicks, in a safety only I can provide. I have fought for you. I still fight for you. I will finish the fight, says Alpha and Omega, your faithful and true Yeshua HaMashiach. There's a lot of verses in there that he was speaking about that are all throughout the Bible um, that testify to this word. The Holy Spirit should testify to this word. I believe that when my daughter heard her name, she said it was a whisper. It was quiet. Okay. I found it amazing that she heard her name, and what he was giving me was the anointed one. The anointed one is he who speaks, the one who created the heavens and the earth, who told the moon where to lay its head and the sun when to rise. Come, hear, listen. Draw close to the words of your Lord. It's like a whisper, right? And then when I was texting or typing to myself, the wounds afflicted between us, the hurts of them, and then the ache of his heart, but the wounds on his hands and his feet. Okay, the cross. And then when I was typing or texting, when he says, I wait still for you to run to me, and so it shall be. Okay, and I will gather you like a hen gathers her chicks in safety only I can provide. I saw like Armageddon when he's standing and the mountain splits, in Revelation, and they're running and they run between the gap of the split for safety, and they run to him and he gathers them. Okay. And then he destroys all the enemies. um, and then of course I have fought for you. I still fight for you. So all through when the beginning, all through the beginning, he's fought for us and for Israel. Okay. He still fights for us and fights our battles. They're won, but he's already fought the battles. And he said he will finish the fight, meaning it's about to be all done. This anguish you're going through, this hurt, what's going to be drawing you close to him. Okay, he's about to finish it. The tribulation is about to be finished. It's the world's at the end. He's about to finish it. He's about to finish the fight. Okay. He makes all things new. And then it's his 1,000-year millennial reign, right? And then says Alpha and Omega, that's the beginning and the end. You're faithful and true, Yeshua HaMashiach. And my daughter heard that in her left ear. She wanted me to put that. Okay. Then at 7:55 a.m., I got the words Buenos Aires through Bertha. So Buenos Aires through Bertha. And I was like, is Bertha in Buenos Aires? Like, I have no clue. What is that? So I looked that up. Okay, I'm going to go over that really quick. So when you look up Bertha, one, okay, it is a like a produce fresh produce, a whole bunch of vegetables. They're just loaded with vegetables and fruits and everything. Called Bertha, and it's a street little store. It's called a green grocer. Okay. And the reason I'm giving this because it came up, and I'm going to give the address because I felt like I needed to for some reason. So it's on Avenue Monroe, 2016, C1428 BLF C Dad, Autónoma de Buenos Aires, Argentina. Okay. Says they close at 9 p.m. Okay, but then when I started looking, so Buenos Aires is in Argentina, but there's a Bertha Moss. Okay, and I looked on Wikipedia, and it says Bertha Moss, born August 7th, 1919 through February 4th, 2008. She was a television film star, okay, appearing in many Mexican television from Argentina, okay, or in Argentina. She just started in Argentina, her native, moved to Mexico in 1959. It says that her first film in Mexico, not Argentina, came 3 years later and is called El Angel Exterminador. So the exterminator angel, I guess. Okay. And then if you look, if someone wants to do that for me, if you know. But look on Wikipedia with Bertha Moss, and all her movies are kind of like, I was looking at some of them, and the names, they just are, a lot of them are, I don't know how to put it. You'll just have to look. You'll just have to look. Um, like the first one is La Bestia Humana. The second one is El Hombre Virgin. Um, A Story of a Bad Woman, La Serpente de Cascabel, La Serpente de Cascabel, Un Angel Sin Pantalones. I mean, they're all okay. So you get it. So then you get down to her last one, I think, is 1962, and it's The Exterminating Angel. And so I went in and I read. And I'm going to read just a little bit of it because I was like, oh gosh, it sounds like. Um, it, okay, so this is the picture. Okay. And its release date was 16 May 1962. In Mexico, the 1st of October 1964. I'm just going to read the plot. After a night of the opera, Edmundo and Lucia host 18 wealthy acquaintances at a dinner party at their mansion. The servants inexplicably begin to leave as the guests are about to arrive. By the time the meal is over, only Julio, the majordomo, is left. Lucia conceals a planned surprise involving a bear and 3 sheep. Upon discovering that guest, Sergio Russell does not like jokes, but there are a few strange occurrences. such as the guest somehow entering the mansion and going upstairs twice. Okay, going upstairs twice. Edmundo repeating his toast to the opera singer Sylvia and Christian Ugalde and Leonardo Gomez greeting each other 3 times as strangers, cordially and um, antagonistically. The guests mingle before adjourning to the salon. Okay, so there's like they go upstairs twice. They greet each other 3 times for some reason. I don't think they know that they're doing that. The guests mingle before adjourning to the salon to listen to Blanca play a Paradisi keyboard sonata. When she finishes, she says she is tired, and several other guests indicate they are about to go home, but no one does. Instead, without discussing it, the guest and host settle in and spend the night in the salon, preventing Lucia from sneaking off with a tryst with Colonel Alvaro Aranda. In the morning, it is discovered that Sergio is unconscious. The host and some of the guests wonder why no one attempted to leave the night before. A few guests try to exit the salon, but they all turn back or become distressed and stop before crossing the threshold. Hmm. They turn back. They become distressed and stop before crossing the threshold. Just reminds me, keep running the race. Run the race strong. Finish the race. Keep running. Keep your eyes on Jesus. Don't turn back. When Julio brings some leftovers for breakfast, he is trapped as well. Um, by that evening, everyone is on edge. They are using a closet as a toilet and have run out of clean water. Kind of reminds me of just the tribulation things, right? Raul blames Eduardo for their plight, but Leticia defends the host. Sergio um, uh, is gone during the night, and Dr. Carlos uh, Conde and Alvaro um, hide him in a closet. So they take the person that's gone and hide him in the closet. Okay. A crowd of onlookers, police and soldiers gather outside the gates of the mansion over the following days. No one is able to enter, although there is no physical barrier. The trapped individuals get water by tapping into a pipe in the wall, but their good manners continue to deteriorate. A growing number of them become ill, and Dr. Conde has no medicine until Edmondo shows him a stash of opiates, which some of the guests sneak for themselves. At a particularly heated moment, the trapped group sees the 3 sheep and the bear roaming the mansion. The 3 sheep wander into the salon, where they are caught and roasted on a fire in the middle of the room. Eduardo and Beatrice, a young engaged couple, um, stop themselves in a closet. One night, all of the noble servants are drawn back to the mansion. Inside, Raul has convinced most of the other guests that their predicament will end if Edmondo goes away. Dr. Conde attempts to reason with them, and a fight breaks out. The doctor assists the doctor, assisted by Alvaro and Julio. Edmondo and Leticia out of the curtained come out of the curtained off area they have begun to inhabit, and Edmondo offers to take his own. Okay. He produces a small gun he has hidden, but Leticia tells him to wait. She notices that all of the people and the furniture are in the same spot as the night of the party. Reminds me of a deception. And everyone's going to think they have been left or something, and then they're going to start going crazy, and then it's like, wait, no, something's wrong. This is not right. I've had a dream about that. If you go back to my beginning of my channel, I had an alien rapture dream. Okay. It just reminds me of a deception to like keep looking at Jesus. Keep looking at Jesus. He's faithful and true, right? Okay. So if you're in him and he's in you and you've come to Jesus, keep running the race. Just he's faithful. Your hope is him. Count on him. Trust on him, right? Keep walking and running with him, but just trust on him with everything you have. It just sounds like they've been messed with and they start to give up hope and turning back and doing like not and then all of a sudden you realize, wait, it's not what it seemed, it's not what it was or what we thought. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna keep reading. This time, okay, wait. She notices that all of the people and furniture are in the same spot as the night of the party and has Blanca play the end of the piano sonata and everyone repeat the conversation that followed. This time, when Bianca says she is tired, the group can leave the salon and then the mansion. The members of the small crowd outside see them exit and are able to pass through the gates to greet them because there was something holding them from going back to help, right? Um, to give thanks for their salvation, most of the group from the salon attend a Te Deum service. Afterwards, neither the clergy nor the churchgoers can leave the cathedral. The military fires on a group of people waiting in front of the cathedral while a flock of sheep enters the building. Okay, so I gave you that. If you get something from it, put it in the comments. I'm going to continue thinking about on that a little bit. Um, Only because really that's the only thing I can think of Bertha is maybe the grocer, that spot, like something maybe it's going to happen in Argentina in on that street or Bertha. Okay. Bertha Moss. Because at 7:55 a.m. I got Buenos Aires through Bertha. Okay. And then at 12:19 p.m., I'm trying to make this short. Oof. Yeah. Okay. At 12:19 p.m., I got Mark 13:14 through 37. And I'm going to read that really quickly. Okay. So Mark 13:14 through 37. But when ye shall see the abomination of desolation spoken of by Daniel the prophet, standing where it ought not, let him that readeth understand. Then let them that be in Judea flee to the mountains, and let him that is on the housetop not go down into the house, neither enter therein to take anything out of his house. And let him that is in the field not turn back again, for to take up his garment. Oh, don't go into the house and don't turn back again to take up the garment. It kind of reminds me of what we just read, right? Um, But woe to them that are with child, and to them that give suck in those days. And pray ye that your flight be not in the winter. For in those days shall be affliction, such as was not from the beginning of the creation, which God created unto this time, neither shall be. And except that the Lord had shortened those days, no flesh should be saved. But for the elect's sake, whom he hath chosen, he has shortened the days. And then if any man shall say to you, Lo, here is Christ, or Lo, he is there, believe him not. For false Christ and false prophets shall rise, and shall shew signs and wonders, shew signs and wonders. Going to be tranced in that trance, right? Kind of reminds me of that thing too that we just read. So to seduce, if it were possible, even the elect. But take ye heed, behold, I have foretold you all things. But in those days after the tribulation, I'm sorry. No, I'm going to read that again. I've changed a word that makes it different. Do you understand? Listen. I'm sorry. Verse 24. But in those days after that tribulation, the sun shall be darkened, and the moon shall not give her light, and the stars of heaven shall fall, and the powers that are in heaven shall be shaken. And then shall they see the Son of Man coming in the clouds with great power and glory. And then shall he send his angels, and shall gather together his elect from the four winds, from the uttermost part of the earth to the uttermost part of heaven. Now learn a parable of the fig tree. When her branch is yet tender, and putteth forth leaves, ye know that summer is near. So ye in like manner, when ye shall see these things come to pass, know that it is nigh, even at the doors. Verily I say unto you, that this generation shall not pass till all these things be done. Heaven and earth shall pass away, but my words shall not pass away. But of that day and that hour knoweth no man. No, not the angels which are in heaven, neither the Son, but the Father. Take ye heed, watch and pray, for ye know not when the time is. For the Son of Man is as a man taking a far journey, who left his house and gave authority to his servants and to every man his work, and commanded the porter to watch. Watch ye therefore, for ye know not when the master of the house cometh, at even, or at midnight, or at the cock crowing, or in the morning, lest coming suddenly he find you sleeping. And what I say unto you, I say unto all, watch. Okay? We know that that's the season. We're nowhere in the season we can look around. Watch. Keep your eyes on Jesus. Don't be distracted with all these things going on. Okay, we just know that's more like checks of the season. Don't be worried. Don't be distracted with things. If you don't know Jesus, look, seek Jesus, find Jesus, come to Jesus. Okay, then I was given 1219 Strongs. And in Hebrew, it means to cut off, to gather, to restrain, to fortify, to gather grapes, to be isolated, to guard, protect, or keep, to hold fast, to seize. Okay, and then in Greek, it means public, belonging to the people, publicly. Well, I can't say that today. Demosios, people, public. Let's see if there's anything that needs to. Belonging to the people or state. By public authority at the public expense. Publicly, in public places, in view of all. Okay. Then I was given Jeremiah 12, verse 9. So I'm going to go back and read that. Jeremiah 12, verse 9. Okay. Okay, Jeremiah 12, 9. Mine heritage is unto me as a speckled bird. The birds round about are against her. Come ye, assemble all, the beast of the field, come to devour. And then I was given 755 Strongs. In Greek, it means, it's not pulling up. Hold on. Okay. Architriklinos, Architriklinos, master of the banquet, head waiter, master of ceremonies at a dinner, master of the feast, chief or head, dining room, banquet room, marriage supper of the Lamb, anyone? Okay. I'm sorry, I'm just looking really quick. The master of the feast. If there's anything else I need to say on that. Okay. Then it means arcubal, knee joint, the knee joint, the knee. Okay. It means to bend. In ancient Near Eastern cultures, the act of bending the knee was a common gesture of respect, submission, and worship. Kneeling before a king or deity was a sign of allegiance and reverence. In the Hebrew Bible, the knee is symbolically significant in demonstrating one's devotion and humility before God. The physical act of kneeling in prayer or worship is a tangible expression of one's inner spiritual posture. Every knee shall bow. Doesn't it say that? And every tongue confess that Jesus is Lord. Um, and we've been talking about humbling ourselves before the Lord our God, creator of heaven and earth, right? Okay, and then we're almost done. I got 330 Strongs. It means to revive, to flourish again, to sprout anew. I thrive or flourish again, revive, meaning again or up, to sprout or to bloom. Um, the renewal of the restoration of God's people, to flourish, revive, or up. Okay, I'm going to read this. You have revived, allowed to revive your thought for me. I like that one. So you've come back to your first love. It kind of reminds me of that. It reminds me of the rapture, and it kind of reminds me of his restoration, that he will do it. He's faithful and true. And come back to your first love. Okay, revive that. So in Hebrew, it means understanding, intelligence, and insight. Twisted tapestry. To continue or to endure. 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 And here is the patience of the saints, to endure and keep the work, keep telling people that Jesus is Lord and to come to him. Keep watching. Okay, then the last thing. I know a lot of y'all don't like this, but I was given the song, Everything I Do It For You. So I'm going to read those lyrics and be done. Okay. It's an old song, 80s, I think. Okay. So first, look into my eyes, you will see what you mean to me. Search your heart, search your soul, And when you find me there, you'll search no more. Don't tell me it's not worth trying for. You can't tell me it's not worth dying for. You know it's true. Everything I do it for you. Look into your heart, you will find there's nothing there to hide. Take me as I am, take my life. I would give it all, I would sacrifice. Don't tell me it's not worth fighting for. I can't help it, there's nothing I want more. You know it's true. Everything I do it for you. There's no love like your love, and there's no other could give more love. There's nowhere unless you're there all the time, all the way. Look into your heart. Oh, you can't tell me it's not worth trying for. I can't help it. There's nothing I want more. Yes, I would fight for you. I'd die for you. Walk the wire for you. I'd die for you. You know it's true. Everything I do it for you. Um, everything I do and wait, everything I do and we'll see it through. We will see it through. Okay. Search your heart, search your soul. You can't tell me it ain't worth dying for. I'll be there. Yes. I'll walk the wire for you. I will die for you. All the time. I'm going all the way, all the way. Take me by the hand. And that's what he gave me. I'm going to come back and do the first video, what he gave me about the Christmas story and things like that. But I hope you got something from this. Take it to the Lord. Seek him out. Read and pray. Read the Bible and pray. And just keep seeking his face. Keep seeking his face. Jesus paid it all.